You won't believe your eyes when you see The Big Bang Theory cast in 2025. From the charming nerds we knew to some truly shocking transformations, time has changed them more than you'd expect. Who's aged the worst? Who still looks amazing? Let's find out. Jim Parsons as Sheldon Cooper. Jim Parsons, born on March 24, 1973, portrayed Sheldon Cooper in The Big Bang Theory, bringing to life the genius physicist with his hauntingly iconic catchphrase, Bazinga. At age 34, he stepped into the role that would define his career. Parsons rose from stage acting to pop culture icon, winning 4 Emmys and producing young Sheldon. But behind the spotlight lay hidden struggles. He built a life with Todd Spywak, his partner since 2002 and husband since 2017. Yet coming out as gay in 2012 created distance with his conservative Texas family, leaving emotional scars. Parsons faced financial strain in 2019 due to a legal dispute with a former manager, forcing him to sell his luxury apartment and reducing his net worth to $160 million. By 2025, at age 52, Parsons performs quietly on Broadway, his eyes reflecting years of personal drama. Kaley Cuoco as Penny. Kaley Cuoco, born on November 30, 1985, played Penny in The Big Bang Theory, portraying the charming neighbor with a smile that melted hearts. At age 21, she took on the role that catapulted her to international fame. Cuoco climbed from small sitcoms to stardom with The Flight Attendant, earning an Emmy nomination, but her love life was a chain of dramatic turns. She married Ryan Sweeting in 2013, but they divorced 2 years later after his painkiller addiction made headlines. Her second marriage to Carl Cook ended in 2021, and her relationship with Tom Pelphrey, the father of her daughter, has been shaken by their hectic schedules. Cuoco suffered financial losses from a failed fashion brand in 2020, bringing her net worth down to $110 million and forcing her to adopt a more frugal lifestyle. By 2025, at age 39, Cuoco quietly works on a new film, her smile tinged with the weariness of turbulent years. Johnny Galecki as Leonard Hofstadter. Johnny Galecki, born on April 30, 1975, portrayed Leonard Hofstadter in The Big Bang Theory, embodying the shy physicist with a warm heart. At age 32, he stepped into the role that defined his fame. Galecki had built a steady career since Roseanne, but his personal life tells a more somber story. He found happiness with Morgan Galecki, secretly married and welcoming a daughter in 2023. However, his 2020 split from Elena Meyer stirred controversy after she publicly criticized him on social media. Galecki once dated Kaley Cuoco during the show's run, and the pain from that relationship led him to become more private. He faced financial hardship when a real estate investment failed in 2019, forcing him to sell his beloved ranch and lowering his net worth to $100 million. By 2025, at age 50, Galecki quietly produces small projects, his gaze bearing the fatigue of drama-filled years. Simon Helberg as Howard Wolowitz. Simon Helberg, born on December 9, 1980, played Howard Wolowitz in The Big Bang Theory, portraying the aerospace engineer known for his flamboyant wardrobe. At age 26, he began the role that made his name. Helberg transitioned from comedy stages to Golden Globe nominations, but life off-screen hasn't been all laughs. Married to Jocelyn Town since 2007 with 2 children, their relationship was rocked by career pressures and a 2015 rumor of an affair with an on-set assistant, though they worked to repair their marriage. Helberg faced financial turbulence in 2018 after a contract dispute with producers cost him hundreds of thousands of dollars, forcing him to sell his Los Angeles apartment and shaking his $45 million net worth. By 2025, at age 44, Helberg quietly voices animated films, his expression marked by the exhaustion of trying times. Kunal Nayyar as Rajesh Kuthrapalli. Kunal Nayyar, born on April 30th, 1981, portrayed Rajesh Koothrappali in The Big Bang Theory, the shy astrophysicist plagued by selective mutism. At age 26, he stepped into the role that brought him global recognition. Nayyar left his mark in theater and diverse projects, yet his private life hides deeper struggles. He found love with former beauty queen Neha Kapoor, marrying her in 2011. But a disastrous independent film investment in 2016 led to arguments over extravagant spending, straining their marriage. Nayyar faced financial challenges as his $45 million net worth dwindled, pushing him toward a more frugal lifestyle. By 2025, at age 44, he performs quietly in theater, his eyes heavy with the battles he's fought. Mayim Bialik as Amy Farrah Fowler. Mayim Bialik, born on December 12, 1975, played Amy Farrah Fowler in The Big Bang Theory, portraying the brilliant yet socially awkward neuroscientist. At age 35, she joined the cast and revived her career. Bialik rose from sitcoms to hosting Jeopardy, but her personal life has been marred by sorrow. She divorced Michael Stone in 2012 and raised their 2 children alone while battling depression that made nights unbearably long. Public backlash over her Jeopardy hosting style in 2021 shook her reputation. She struggled with anxiety disorder, which took a physical toll, and a 2019 fall left her with lingering wrist pain. Her $25 million net worth declined, forcing her to live more modestly. By 2025, at age 49, Bialik quietly writes science books, her former glow slowly fading. Melissa Rauch as Bernadette Rostenkowski-Wolowitz. Melissa Rauch, born on June 23, 1980, portrayed Bernadette Rostenkowski-Wolowitz in The Big Bang Theory, bringing to life the petite but powerful microbiologist. At age 29, she stepped into the role that made her a household name. Rauch transitioned from stand-up comedy to sitcom stardom, but behind her high-pitched voice lay hidden pain. She married Winston Rauch in 2007, but a miscarriage in 2017 deeply affected her mental health and strained their relationship. Rauch faced financial difficulties when a restaurant investment failed in 2019, forcing her to sell her modest apartment and reducing her net worth to $20 million. By 2025, at age 45, Rauch quietly films a new sitcom, her eyes carrying the fatigue of hard years. Kevin Sussman as Stuart Bloom. Kevin Sussman, born on December 4, 1970, played Stuart Bloom in The Big Bang Theory, the lonely yet lovable comic book store owner. At age 36, he began the role that brought him recognition. Sussman built his career through supporting roles, but his personal life has been riddled with challenges. He divorced Alessandra Young in 2017 and lives alone, grappling with depression as his career stalled. A contract dispute in 2016 with producers hit him hard financially, cutting his net worth to $3 million and forcing him to sell his small apartment. By 2025, at age 54, Sussman is quietly preparing for a spin-off, his eyes revealing years of hardship. Wil Wheaton as Wil Wheaton. Wil Wheaton, born on July 29, 1972, portrayed a fictionalized version of himself in The Big Bang Theory, serving as Sheldon's humorous nemesis. At age 35, he stepped into the role that revitalized his public image. Wheaton rose to fame with Star Trek: The Next Generation, but his personal life was marked by sorrow. He found happiness with Anne Prince, his partner since 1999, and they have 2 children, yet struggles with anxiety and depression brought many dark days. Public pressure intensified after his 2018 blog post on mental health stirred fan debate. Financially, Wheaton suffered when a 2016 lawsuit against a publisher drained his funds, and earlier difficulties in the 2000s forced him to sell his home. By 2025, at age 53, Wheaton quietly blogs, his eyes reflecting the weight of long battles. Laura Spencer as Emily Sweeney. Laura Spencer, born on May 8, 1986, portrayed Emily Sweeney in The Big Bang Theory, presenting a sharp-witted dermatologist and Raj's love interest. At age 27, she stepped into the role that brought her into the spotlight. Spencer made her mark from Bones to sitcoms, but her personal life has been a string of challenges. She chooses to live privately, but a cryptic 2016 post about betrayal sparked rumors of infidelity, prompting her to retreat further. Spencer faced financial hardship when sparse roles forced her to sell her modest apartment, and a failed startup investment in 2020 reduced her net worth to $1 million. By 2025, at age 39, Spencer quietly performs in theater, her smile bearing the weariness of trying years. Stephen Hawking as Stephen Hawking. Stephen Hawking, born on January 8, 1942, portrayed himself in The Big Bang Theory, embodying the legendary theoretical physicist with a sharp sense of humor. At age 70, he made memorable appearances. Hawking married Jane Wilde in 1965 and had 3 children, but their relationship ended in 1995 after years of tension, and his second marriage to Elaine Mason collapsed in 2006 amid abuse allegations that made headlines. He faced financial struggles when a 2010 dispute with a charity left his $20 million net worth strained, making medical care difficult to afford. Hawking battled ALS since age 21, leaving him nearly fully paralyzed, and chronic pain left his body frail. He passed away on March 14, 2018, at age 76, leaving behind a legacy in science and in tears. Christine Baranski as Dr. Beverly Hofstadter. Christine Baranski, born on May 2, 1952, portrayed Dr. Beverly Hofstadter in The Big Bang Theory, embodying the cold yet incisive psychologist. At age 56, she took on the role that added to her stellar career. Baranski won numerous awards from The Good Wife, but her personal life has known deep sorrow. She lost her husband, Matthew Cowles, in 2014, and has since raised 2 daughters on her own, enduring many lonely nights. Public criticism followed a dispute with a theater director in 2019 over her working style, contributing to a dip in her $14 million net worth. By 2025, at age 73, Baranski quietly performs on Broadway, her eyes marked by hardship. Brian George as Dr. V.M. Koothrappali. Brian George, born on July 1, 1952, played Dr. V.M. Koothrappali in The Big Bang Theory, portraying a stern yet loving father. At age 55, he stepped into the role that raised his profile. George had built a career since Seinfeld, but his private life has seen struggles. He's maintained a long-term marriage, keeping details private, but a failed real estate investment in 2014 led to marital tension, with his wife blaming him for recklessness. George's net worth declined to $2 million, forcing him to accept smaller voice roles. By 2025, at age 73, George quietly continues voice work in animation, his eyes reflecting years of fatigue. Laurie Metcalf as Mary Cooper. Laurie Metcalf, born on June 16, 1955, portrayed Mary Cooper in The Big Bang Theory, the devout mother with a warm heart. At age 52, she joined the cast in a role that enriched her acclaimed career. Metcalf has won 3 Emmys for Roseanne, but her private life has been heavy with sorrow. She divorced Matt Roth in 2014 and has raised their child alone while battling depression that made long nights feel endless. Public pressure mounted after a 2018 contract dispute with a producer that tarnished her reputation. Metcalf also suffers from knee pain, complicating stage work, and a failed film investment in 2016 cut into her $14 million net worth, forcing a more frugal lifestyle. By 2025, at age 70, Metcalf quietly performs in plays, her expression lined with hardship. Brian Posehn as Bert Kibler. Brian Posehn, born on July 6, 1966, portrayed Bert Kibler in The Big Bang Theory, bringing to life the awkward yet endearing psychologist. At age 47, he stepped into the role that raised. Posehn made his mark from the Sarah Silverman program up comedy, but it's been a series of trials. Built a family with Melanie Truehead, and they share one, but his social anxiety unraveled during stand performances. Posehn faced financial stress when a failed investment 17 forced him to sell his modest, reducing his net worth $1 million. From high blood pressure and a minor accident in 2018 left his wrist in persistent pain, adding to his wearied appearance. By 2025, at 59, Posehn quietly off, his eyes reflecting the fatigue of difficult years. As Captain Sweatpants. Rudolph, born on August 18, 1965, portrayed Captain Sweatpants in The Bang Theory, offering a humorous supporting character at the comic book store. At age 42, he began this small, memorable role. Rudolph made his presence known in sitcoms, but his personal life was quiet. He chose to live privately, but financial hardships during years with few roles sell his home in 2018, leaving fans sympathetic. Facing ongoing financial pressure, his net worth fell below $1 million, leading him to live simply and accept only minor roles. By 2025, at age 60, Rudolph has quietly stepped away from the entertainment industry, while the image of Captain Sweatpants continues to bring smiles to fans. Whose transformation shocked you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing updates. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Goodbye.